doesn't compile, right? So, but it is, I guess, pretty unique on kind of a European global level to reach this type of an integration. I guess in IT industry, it is pretty natural for us to work like that, and IT industry has given a lot of examples of helping the society through what we call open source collaboration, when instead of asking companies to pay for something, the IT industry has come with open source things like Linux and Apache servers that fuel all of the internet. So for us as people, for us as a profession, as a culture, it is very, very natural. And that's what we wanted to give also to the society in the form of an example here, right? Because it is open sourced as a contents, it is available to teachers, but you have also to invest in them. You have to give them time and then give them training. On the other side, the relationship between society and, let's say, government-employed people is something that has to change too. Because what we see is often society says, you know, we want this change to happen faster. And then government-employed individuals say that we want to make sure that our social rights are protected. Right? So that's a challenge, I guess, we are still moving on to resolve.
Yeah, I'd like to comment a little bit on the competence-based approach, because more or less our education systems are based around three main pillars. So we have the first pillar is the curriculum, and there's a lot of things going on the curriculum. The second pillar is more on the pedagogy, the teachers, the pedagogical practice. And we work quite a lot on these two pillars. We develop competence-based approach. But there is a last pillar where we do more or less nothing, which is the assessment. So which means all what we are going to do will impact on these two first pillars while we keep traditional assessment models. And if we want to move forward, one of the major aspects which has to be looked at is how are we going to change the way we assess the competence? Do we have to keep the same assessment models? Or the way we teach collaborative learning, inquiry science-based education, when we try to integrate more discovery-based approach and so on, does it mean that we have to keep the same traditional assessment models that we used for the last century? And that's certainly one element which has also to be considered if one wants to move forward.
And this can be also part of the common language that Liv was claiming for, no? The common language that education and other actors can speak together for collaboration. I will invite to join us Adel, who is coordinating a very interesting grassroots program. He comes from one of our members.